Gania presents the proof. Pavlichev was abroad for 3 years, beginning 18 months before Budovsky's birth, while Budovsky's mother never left Russia. The claim is impossible. Budovsky does not argue. He says he has been deceived, refuses the 10,000 rubles, and rises to leave. Gania explains that Pavlichev's care for Budovsky's mother came from an old grief. She was the sister of a serf girl he had once loved and lost. He educated her, gave her a dowry, later supported her, and loved Budovsky as a sickly child. What looked like scandal turns out to be sorrow transformed into generosity. When Budovsky throws back the earlier money, Myshkin tries to apologize for speaking of fraud, for offering money publicly, for comparing Budovsky's condition to his own illness. The apology is sincere, but fragmented and humiliating. Doktorenko cuts to the heart of it. Myshkin has offered friendship in a way no self-respecting man can accept. Lizaveta Prokofievna explodes at the whole scene. The delegation's pride, their contradictions, their newspaper slander, their contempt for gratitude, their moral vanity. Her speech is chaotic, but often piercing. When she asks whether Myshkin will still visit them tomorrow, he says yes, twice. Mrs. Epanchin turns on Hippolyte, but he quietly reminds her that he is dying. He says he has perhaps 2 weeks left, that he wanted to meet her, and that he is glad to spend one last evening among people and green trees. Her rage collapses into pity. The evening shifts improbably from scandal toward tea, fatigue, and fragile tenderness. Gania's evidence proves everything, but it restores almost nothing. Myshkin is cleared, Chibarov is exposed, and Budovsky's claim collapses. Yet Budovsky is left publicly stripped of the story that gave him dignity. Truth wins the argument, but not the human being. Pavlichev's real goodness lies in care without display. His tenderness for Budovsky mirrors his tenderness for Myshkin. Both are vulnerable children whom the world might have ignored. Dead and absent, Pavlichev becomes a silent rebuke to the living, who turn justice, gratitude, and pity into performance. Pavlichev's real goodness lies in care without display. His tenderness for Budovsky mirrors his tenderness for Myshkin. Both are vulnerable children whom the world might have ignored. Dead and absent, Pavlichev becomes a silent rebuke to the living, who turn justice, gratitude, and pity into performance. Lizaveta Prokofievna's outburst is excessive, but her moral instinct is sharp. She sees that the delegation attacks social cruelty while practicing it themselves. They denounce gratitude while depending on Myshkin's gratitude to Pavlichev. Her anger is disorderly, but its target is exact. Pride dressed up as justice. Hippolyte's illness changes the scale of the scene. Arguments about money, rights, dignity, and insult suddenly stand beside a boy who may have only weeks to live. He does not resolve the conflict, but he drains it of its grandeur. Around death, the evening becomes smaller, quieter, and more human.